Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We will now take questions for T1. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature to queue yourself in line for questions during your region's allotted time period. And we will call on you to ask your question. We will start with questions from English speaking media. So please use the Zoom hand raise feature to queue yourself in line. Tyler.esports.
Hi, my question is for Faker. Faker, most people, if not everyone, consider you to be the greatest player of all time, but you've now seen and played against some of the more up-and-coming younger stars of the world. If you could choose two players from anywhere across the globe to help lead the future of League of Legends esports, who would they be and why?
버리는 것이 중요한 것 같습니다.
Faker, could you please repeat your answer? Sorry, your microphone was muted.
들리시나요?
Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
네. 프로 생활을 하면서 느낀 점이
Well, as a pro player, so I cannot succeed every time. So I have to learn from the failures,
빨리 버리는 것이
and I have to get rid of the bad things
좋은 결과를
fast.
얻기 위해서
And it is the most important thing to have a good result for the long term.
Sons of KS Mexico.
Hey, this question is for Faker. Are you two of Battle 5 to be champions again? Compared to the past World Championship, how are you living the experience and how you prepare do you feel?
일단 올해 굉장히
So
롤드컵에
this year,
했는데 이렇게 또 다시 4강까지
I really wanted to join this World Championship, so I'm really happy that I could enter the finals. But still, my goal is always the victory, so I will try harder to get to reach to the top.
Lorena, MGG Brazil.
Yeah, my question is for Faker. Shove had a great performance during the lane phase. Even though you've won the games, do you have the feeling that you could have performance differently?
오늘 경기 같은 경우에는 조금 더 라인전
For today's match,
이득을 가져갈 수 있었겠다라고 느꼈고
I could feel that I could get more benefit from the line down, and I think I can get more better performance for the next match.
Leo, MGG.
Hello, my question is for Kana. I was wondering which team you wish to face after between Damwon and Mad Lion, and which top laner do you think is the best between Armut and Khan?
지금 현재 제가 제일 잘한다고 생각하는 팀은요. 저희가 결승전에서 무너진
So
담은기아라.
currently, I would like to meet Tamon Gia at the finals because I believe that they are the best team at the moment. And and I believe that they'll. I think I can meet them at the finals, and I want to revenge them at the finals.
Pedro, the click.
Yes, hello. Congrats on the series against HLE. This question goes out to Keria. This series continued TL's stellar showing in Worlds despite fielding a team filled with 3 debutantes. Faker already highlighted their extraordinary growth in the post-game interview, but for you, what can you say of their performance as opposed to what you've seen so far in the LCK?
본인의 마인드가 제일 중요한 것
So
같습니다.
the mindset is the most important thing for the growth.
네, 이제 선수 개인의 마인드 컨트롤.
So the individual mind control of a player is really important.
Luis, bonus stage.
Hi, my question is for Faker and the coach. And now that you play in the semifinals, do you feel any kind of responsibility for reaching the final, knowing that the level that you had in other worlds and obviously for your fans?
일단 월드에
So
와서
first of all, at the World Championship, I believe that I knew that we could enter the semifinals and the finals. So the real enemy will be the next counterpart. So we would like to make a revenge to when we could make a revenge to the counterparts to the teams that we defeated, and we will prepare better to make win over them.
대답하나요?
Can I make an answer?
Yes.
네, 네, 저는 이제
Well, for me,
팬분들 그리고 또 이제
for fans who've been waiting for me and my team members, and
그리고
we will prepare and I'll do my best for the last match. And the most important thing is I will do my best, and I have a big responsibility to have a great result for my fans.
Eugene, upcomer. Eugene?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, try again.
Yeah, sorry, I think my mic. Yeah, this question is for Faker. In an interview last year, you made a comment about how you've learned over the years that you can't win every time despite your best efforts. Well, T1 won today in a dominating fashion, and you're looking poised to contend for a 4th World's title. How has your mindset about competing for the World Championship changed over the years?
지난 실패들로 인해서 조금 이제 집중력적으로
Well, the last 5 years
것 같다고 제가 스스로 느껴서 이번
could give me a lesson that I lost my focus, so I could have better focus on these matches and this World Championship. And for these matches, I had a strategic plan to examine the counterpart skills, and it worked really well.
Benjamin Dexerto.
My question is for Keria. Yumi has been banned over 40 times at Worlds. You have had an opportunity to play Yumi, but today Hanwha Life banned Yumi in all 3 games. Can you give us a professional player's insight into why teams are so afraid to face Yumi?
인사이트가 뭐예요? 아, 예. 유미 같은 경우는 상대
In case
챔피언
of Yumi,
바텀 듀오에 따라서 상상에 따라서
it depends on the imaginations of the bottom of the counterparts. It can have a different skill trees or the bottom trees, so we can study them well.
Eduardo, base rush.
Question goes to the coach. First of all, congratulations for your win at the semifinal achieved. On your planning into this game, was you expecting this series to be a real quick 3-0 like happened?
쌤이 말씀하시는 건가요?
You mean the game? You mean the World Championship?
Yeah, this series is special.
In this specific series, did you expect this to be a quick 3-0?
일단 8강, 4강 나눠서 말씀드리자면 8강 같은 경우는
So for the semifinals,
전력이 많이 앞선다고 생각했어서
we believe that we are way better than the other teams, so the victory was quite natural. But still, I feel really thankful our players who did their faithful performances. And for the finals, we will do our best with our best skills and talents. And if there's no mistake, I've been confident that we will have a victory, so I have a high expectation.
We will transition to taking questions from Chinese media.
那我们将接受多位媒体的问题，请大家举手进行提问。伟成。
这个问题想请问一下 Faker 选手，那
A question to Faker. People all see you as the greatest of all time. So from your perspective, who do you think can become the next player that is comparable to you? What do you want to say to Kuma if you play DK? Thank you.
일단 올해 보여준 퍼포먼스를 봤을 때는 LCK 중에서는 이번에 롤드컵에 올라온 4명의 선수가
So for the based on this year's performance, I believe the LCK players are my competitors. They're all best players.
这个问题还是想问一下 Faker， 相比刚出道的时候
Question to Faker. Compared to the time when you first become a pro, what change do you think you have adopted, and is it good or is it bad?
일단 그때에 비해서 키가 조금 커졌고요. 그리고
So I became taller,
좀 마음가짐
and my mindset.
그때는 조금 더 즐기는 마인드가 강했다면 지금은
I could enjoy game more at that time, but now I see games as the wall to grow myself. So I try to develop myself with the games.
你好，这里是大电机的记者。那么想请问一下 Keria 选手，今天在
A question to Keria. In today's game, you have met your old teammate Deft, what did you say to him and to other players? Are you feeling nervous about today's game?
일단 긴장은 이번 롤드컵에서 한 번도 한 적 없고 일단
So
협경
I haven't ever been nervous from this World Championship. So when I met Deft, so I didn't say that much.
麻烦大电竞记者再提问一下对 owner 他们的问题。
对，就是想问一下 T1 选手T1 的第一次参加8强赛
A
的选手，
question to all the players. Are you feeling nervous since it's your first time to compete in the Worlds? And how do you overcome your nerve?
네, 지금 이렇게
Well,
선수단이랑 같이 롤즈에 이렇게 좋은 성적을 내고 있어서 정말
now we are making a good scores. I'm really happy.
저희 각 선수의 체급만 봤을 때는 우승
So the performance of each players
그리고
are
이번
great, like a strategy for the victory. And this like World Championship, we've never been nervous at except the first match.
저는 매 경기 일단 긴장은 좀 하는 스타일이어가지고 매 경기 긴장을 하는.
Well, actually, I'm a little nervous for every match.
월드에 처음 오는
And
선수가 좀 많아서
well, there are a lot of players who has been joining the World Championship for the first time, so they could become nervous. But when I practice with them, I could see them they're really good players. But still, I'm confident I can win the victory of this World Championship. Well, the owner is quite nervous, so I became nervous as well.
저희 팀 멤버들은 되게
My team members are really great players, and I believe they are the one who deserve the victories. And they're really good players. And nervous? Well, they became less nervous the more matches they have. So last year, I was not confident in my skills and talents, but I'm confident in my like performance. So I take this World Championship as my playground, so I'm not that nervous.
大咖盖伦。
你好，我想请问 Faker 选手，对我们
My question goes to Faker.
有没有印象比较深刻的？
Do you have a certain impression on the players of other players? LPL players.
喂。
일단
Well,
특별히 인상을 받은 선수는 잘 기억이 나지 않고요. 일단
I don't remember a certain name, but for a team,
좀 되게
EDG
SK에서 만났던 팀들과 좀 비슷한 느낌이다라는
gave a like similar impression with the LCK teams. So at Wargaming.
靠谱电竞。
你好，这里是靠谱电竞，想问一下 Keria 选手。
This is Corp Sports. I want to ask Korea.
今天也是 Deft 选手的生日，有什么话想对他说的吗？
Today is the birthday for Deft. Do you have certain words for him?
경기가 끝나고
Well,
생일인 걸로 끝나고 한국 친구 생일인 걸로 알아서
So I believe that his birthday is after the match by Korean Standard Times, and we could have a time to talk. So there was no chance to say happy birthday to him yet.
From Yahoo Esports.
那个我想要请问
Yahoo Sports. Question go to Guma Yusi. For this experience, has his brother told he anything about how to play in an international match and how to conquer the feeling of nervous?
형이라면은 어떤 형을 말씀하시는 거죠?
What do you mean, my brother? Well, yeah, there was somebody who told me to how to ease the nervous.
Question goes to the coach. If you goes to the final, which team or which region's team do you want to meet?
미국 팀이랑 만나고 싶습니다.
I like to play with the American team, but practically Genji or LPL, like the Chinese team, may be at the finals. But we're quite confident whoever we meet, and we'll prepare. We will do our best, but I'm not sure I can say this, but please ask questions to other players as well, not only to one players. Thank you very much.
Kuma 我想问一下，苦马游戏选手，今天下路
your question. What's your feeling about the boot matchup pressure of today?
그 손석희 감독님이 말씀하신 대로 오늘
So as the coach mentioned, the victory of today was quite expected. So it was okay, and I will prepare well for the next match.
We will now transition to taking questions from Korean media.
한국 기자님들 질문 받겠습니다. 줌 아래쪽 반응 손들기 버튼 눌러주시면 순서대로 불러드릴게요.
So from now on, we'll look to get question from the Korean reporters. So please go ahead, Ashley. I have a question to owner. So you just told that you're nervous, but your performance was really good. I could feel your confidence. So please tell us about your performance. And what was the support you got from your team members for your confidence? So I'm not sure what kind of support my team is giving to me for my support. So I try my best to make a confident play by myself, and that's why I could have a really aggressive performance from today's game. Mr. Park from Gyeongsang Daily.
칸나 선수에게 질문 드립니다.
Question to Kana. So top is really important for the present meta, and you are one of the most important current meta. So what is your impression for the Ultimate and Dikana? So both are good players, and both players have their unique characteristics, and those characteristics are they are taking advantage of their own characteristics and skills.
인벤 장민영 기자님 질문 부탁드립니다.
Mr. Zhang from Invent. So from the match 3, Kanna made a top 3 for the and how could you? What was your impression from the counterattack from the counterpart from Hanwha Life? From at Ben Pick. I had an idea about my championship. So I didn't know that they had like 4 bans at that moment. So and actually I could get a lot of ban picks. So the bottom and the mid had a very good performance because of my support, and I was really happy for it.
데일리 스포츠 김용우 기자님 질문 부탁드립니다.
Mr. Kim from the Daily Sports. Can you hear me? I have a question to the coaches. So the T1 is not picking the Lucia and Lumi. And what is your decision on the tiers internally? So at the moment of the semifinals, so there's a change of the meta, and that's the analysis of the public. So what is the internal evaluation of T1 for those decisions? So for the decision of the bottom position, we have a knowledge for all the positions and the structures. So we just make a selection for the right timing and the right position. So we make an optimized choice for each time. And for the meta, we always have the idea, so there was no choice, no change. And we like to make more details on our strategy, and that's our direction.
국민일보 윤민석 기자님 질문해 주세요.
네, 안녕하세요. 저도 이제 페이커 선수에게 질문 드리고 싶은데요. 오늘 리산드라
Daily, and I would like to ask you a question, Faker. So you mentioned about everybody prefers W after Q, but you decided to use E. So what's the strength of using E? And lastly, I would like to ask you that, so except for the characteristics of tech, are there any good items to use during the match? First of all, skill tree is about their own characteristics, so everybody has their own preference, so they can use it as they like. So I don't have any answer for a skill tree, but I just decided to use my own favorite skill choose, and considering the circumstances and the situation of the game, I just wanted to use it correctly. Thank you.
호라이즌 e스포츠 애슐리 강 기자님 질문 부탁드립니다.
Ashley Kang from Horizon Esports. That's your turn. Hi, I would like to ask you a question, Kumayushi. Recently, you are evaluated that the upper parts are doing really great in terms of carry. So, as of now, within Meta, what's your role and responsibility of one deal? And are you confident about your ability to use one deal? Carry capacity and influence of one deal compared to summer season, I'm a way better. According to the circumstances of one deal, I'm quite confident to have a one-man carry.
쿠키뉴스 강한결 기자님 질문하세요.
Kang Han-gyul from Cookie News. Would you like to ask a question? Okay. I'm Kang Han-gyul from Cookie News, and I would like to ask you a question moment. T1 has recently been relatively opening the first tier to find any solution, like opening Yumi or LeBlanc or to respond to Bisandra. That's your strategy in mapping. So what's your strategy? What's your internal strategy? Opening OPL, actually that's the reason. The reason that I'm opening OPL is that I'm quite confident about the capacity of my team members. And in terms of strategy, I actually demonstrate our capacity to our competitors. That's the reason. Ansumin from Daily Esports, that's your turn to ask a question. That will be the last question. Hi, I'm Ansumin from Daily Esports, and I have a question to owner. In the past LCK match, you said that you are quite nervous. That's your answer during the interview. And personally, when you are nervous, that will make a bad impact on match. So there will be some ups and downs, and from group stage to quarterfinal. Have you been easing your nervousness from the beginning to now? Could you give us some percentage of your nervousness? From group stage to here, my nervousness has been maintained. I'm always nervous, actually, but I believe in my team members. That's the reason that even though I'm nervous, I can do really well. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions, media, and thank you, T1, for your time. That concludes the quarterfinals day 1 press conferences. The match between Royal Never Give Up and Edward Gaming will begin at 5 a.m. PDT, October 23. So make sure to tune in on lolesports.com to catch the action.
Oh my gosh, Worlds is so hyped this year. I am really excited about it. I'm filming this outro shortly after Cloud9 made it out, so clearly I'm a little excited. But I wanted to say that that's not the only thing that's hype right now, because just now today, and you're probably watching this a couple days even after, depending on which interview this is on, Alienware has announced their new beautiful case. This is their new Auroras are going to be coming with this. It is designed from the inside out, with components laid out in perfect harmony, enabling performance, easy upgrades, and optimized acoustics. I mean, you guys got to see this. The beautiful side panel where you can see in. It's beautiful. I can't wait to get one of these things. The new Alienware Aurora. It's celebrating their 25th anniversary, and I want to shout them out because it's kind of perfect time to be talking about them as we're doing World stuff. So please check them out. You can go click the link in my description below if you want to learn more. Use a code, and yeah, stay tuned as this hits the market very soon.